Hey, Dan here, and I wanted to share a quick video on getting more done as a creative person, especially if you are an idealist like an ENFP or an INFP who's a little more creative. Like myself, I'm an ENFP, and sometimes has trouble getting as much done as you would like. When it comes to creative projects, this could be anywhere from filming videos for YouTube, like this, or writing a book, writing articles, doing anything, recording a podcast. Ultimately, this saying, if you build it, they will come, really applies in my experience. What I mean by that is, if you set yourself up to have a blank canvas, literally, you will paint more. Let me give you an example. I'm filming this right now in my new studio. I've set up half a room in my apartment for just filming now. The lights will stay permanently. And yeah, there's going to be like a cool background eventually and stuff like that. But since setting this up, I've found I've become way more creative and I've been filming more, and it's literally the second day I've had it set up. And I found this with writing, I found this with podcasting, where when I give myself basically the canvas, now in a bit more of a metaphorical sense, if you will. When I have the canvas, meaning I go to a cafe every morning to write, and I bring my laptop and I go somewhere without internet and I'm like, this is writing time. Guess what happens? I write a lot more. And when I write, my creativity shows up because I have this outlet, and it's like, okay, Dan, you're going to write, you better produce. So I do. And I was actually a bit worried about my videos recently because I hadn't been filming very much, and I was wondering, am I losing my oomph? You know, is something going away here? Am I gonna just run out of creativity or videos to make? And sure enough, when I put in the time, it took me about a day to set everything up here. When I did so, the creativity came back because it was like, okay, all the technical details, figuring out the lights and the sound and all that is done, and I can just show up. And I have found that across the board. So especially as I mentioned at the beginning, if you're like an ENFP or INFP, you probably don't love the technical details of things like getting the exact thing set up, moving this here, putting this light here, getting all that right. And so if you can just do that once and get set up, then you're going to really allow yourself to focus on what you want to do, which is creating. So whatever that creating you want to do in your life, find a way to carve out space for it. It could be physical space, like I've done here with this studio setup, where it's literally taking, a big space and making it just for filming. It could also be mental space or time space. I mentioned before the example of writing, and one thing I used to do, and I'm doing on and off now, is in the mornings I will go to a cafe to write. And I will say I have a 2-hour window. All I'm going to do is write. And actually, on a side note, I use like a really simple writing program called Darkroom that is just text, no spell checking, no formatting. And so that really invites my creativity out, where it's like, okay, all I can do here, I'm at this cafe for 2 hours, and all I can do is write text. There's no internet. I can't even fool around with formatting. All I have to do is write. And it works really, 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 that's a lot of reallys, well in my experience. So find a way to carve that out for yourself. Let me know below in the comments what you're going to do about it. Is there a certain creative pursuit that you're either struggling to start, or you just haven't been producing nearly as much as you want to? Let me know what that is and what you're going to do about it in terms of carving out that space, setting up your blank canvas so you can actually let the creativity flow. Thanks for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I publish new videos each and every week on freelancing, on working for yourself, on location independence, personality type, personal development, and a whole slew of other great topics. So hit that subscribe button and click the bell beside it to be notified of new videos. Catch you soon. Ciao.